On April 1st, 2021, I ditched a career I absolutely hated to better myself and do the things I've always wanted to do. And that included my growing love and obsession with Ireland. I want to learn everything: culture, history, mythology, music, and the language. Which, if I'm being honest, looks really hard to learn, but I'm going to give it the old Smith try. Then, of course, there is my love of pubs and the role that they've played throughout history, and no better example of that than on that beautiful, beleaguered island in the North Atlantic, Ireland. April 1st, 2026, I depart for the Emerald Isle, and for 1 year, I'll hike town by town and conduct interviews with pub owners, pub regulars, historians, town know-it-alls, musicians, and basically anybody that wants to talk to me. If you'd like to support the project and the journey, basic Patreon support is only $3 a month, but just liking a video or subscribing to the channel and following the journey is just as helpful. I'm always looking for volunteers to work as liaisons for the project too, so if you live in Ireland and know people, feel free to hit me up. This is a huge goal and I need all the help I can get. The Smitty Learns Irish Pubcast begins April 26th and will be my life's work. Thank you. Hey, let's do some reaction roulette here, aka
perhaps play a little game called Just the Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
I need to make that louder, I think. Need to make that a little louder. Levels aren't good on that. Just the tip. Basically, reaction roulette, where I go to a playlist that I have, and I'm going to find other playlists as well, just to kind of do the same thing. It could be fun. But I did the Revolver Best New Rock and Metal Out Now playlist, I think. Now I want to go to Spotify's actually new rock playlist that I have. Just got to find it first, because I'm not fucking prepared. I am actually very prepared today. I just don't have this fucking thing. I did the psychedelic rock playlist, but there it is. I already listened to the fuck out of that psychedelic rock playlist and know everything on it. The couple I've already listened to, but if we hit those, then I will just skip it. Here's how it's going to work. Just the tip. Give a song 30 seconds. I kind of revert back to old me, where I would just be like, nope, I wouldn't give it the time of day after 30 seconds. I've since opened my rock and roll mind a little bit better, but for just brevity's sake and fun for the game, we're going to revert back to old Smitty and just be ready to kill a song. And we're going to kick it off with a band I've heard of before. Frank Black and the Dandy Warhols. It actually, I think, is the Dandy Warhols, and featuring Frank Black. I know he was with the Pixies, done a reaction to the Pixies before. Haven't really heard much of that band, and only heard of, as far as I know, the Dandy Warhols. I feel like that band's probably been around 20-ish, 30-ish years maybe. I've heard of them for some time, but never gave them the time of day. There's Danzig with Myself. Looks like the album that is from, and we're going to give this 30 seconds. And play just the tip. I'll hit shuffle, and then after 30 seconds, if I don't fucking want to listen to it anymore, we're going to go. Sounds fun. Kind of. We got a winner. Seriously, the goal of the game is to hit shuffle until I find something that I want to listen to, because new rock and roll is so hard to find something good to sift through. So a lot of times I could sit here and do it 5 or 6 times before I find something that I want to sit with, which is the goal. So a short round today, but a good round, because as long as I find something I like, that's the goal. Anyway, let's start it from the beginning, shall we? Man, it's just the right amount of weirdness. There was some times I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. I think that was Frank Black's vocal that took over right there, and really enjoyed that, the way it kind of soared out. It's just the right amount of weirdness in here so far. I didn't know how I was feeling. Again, I knew I wanted to listen to the whole song because if you're interesting, you're going to catch my fucking attention, first of all. Second of all, as it went on, what the fuck? I don't really know. And the vocal, the deeper vocal, I dug. It took me a second to kind of figure out where they were going with that. I don't ever have the lyrics up, even though the lyrics are not available on Spotify on this particular song. But I just like to sit with the song rather than it's a reaction for me, not necessarily an analysis, you know. It's almost like a dance tune in a way. And I dug that song. I really liked it. Really just a good vibe song, man. A good tune to sit with. And I just added that to 3 playlists. My playlist I listen to all the time, the Rock Radar playlist available publicly on Spotify, and my own personal 420 playlist. Because as I just found out, it's great music to be high to. Fucking A for Dandy Warhols. Clearly, that sounds like a band I probably should have checked out earlier in my life, but as I've learned many, many, many times doing this, there's no time like the present. At least I did. Fucking A for the Dandy Warhols. Thanks for existing, guys. Appreciate that. What the hell, everything?